welcome to our Pilates Infused yoga class. Feel free to drink water, take breaks when you need, and have a yoga block on your side, just in case, for a little more even balance. So let's start on our hands and our knees. And we're going to be starting with a round of cat and cow to warm up our spine. So we're going to inhale, lower the belly, extend the tailbone. And taking a breath out and round the spine, creating space between each vertebrae. Let's do that 5 more times. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, look up if it feels comfortable for the neck. And as we exhale, we're going to round along the crown of the head, tilt toward the floor. 4 more times, taking our time. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, take a round in the spine. Look between your thighs. Let's do 2 more, just like that, moving at our own pace. Exhale through your nose. Take 1 more breath. Cleansing breath in, extend the spine. And as we exhale, let's draw our navel and find that neutral spine. From here, we're going to do a spinal balance. Extend the right leg and the left arm. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, touching the left elbow to the right knee. And then if you feel like this balance is not for you at this moment, we can keep all palms on the mat, your left palm, and just round the spine like you do your cat and cow. Your choice, 2 more times. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend and lengthen the spine. 1 more time, just like that. Doing that core, working the core, warming up the spine. From here, let's tuck your right toes under, and then we extend the left leg high. Feeling that stretch. Bump the spine all the way through the heel. And as we breathe out, we lower that foot, and let's come into our plank pose. Strong core, lower the knees to the floor, modifying. And as we breathe out, we're going to come all the way down onto the belly. Pulling toes onto the mat. For 3 Cobra, upper spine stretch. Toes touch the mat, pubic bone touch, and the low rib cage may be on the mat. And then we come back down. So let's do 2 more. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Just how far you come depends on how flexible and how warm up your spine is. 1 more time. Roll the shoulders back. We're coming all the way down on our next breath out. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under, press down on the palms, and then lift your spine up. And as we exhale, let's go into that downward facing dog. First one for the day. Hello, hamstrings. Press one heel down and then the other. Just start pedaling one heel at a time. Maybe you want to bend the knees and extend to warm up the calves and the hamstrings. Repeating the other side, press your right foot on the mat, extend your left leg high. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring all the both knees onto the mat. Inhale and lengthen the spine, look up. And then as we exhale, we round the spine. Taking our time, warming up our spine still. Let's do 4 more. Cat and cow flow. Exhale, round. 2 more. Exhale, round. And then 1 more time, just like that. Let's extend the left leg long this time and the right arm forward. From our cat and cow with one arm, our 2 arms. Exhale, knee, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. We can do 3 more, either way. Both palms on the mat, or 1. to lengthen the spine. One more time. And inhale, extend. From here, lower the foot, hands to the mat. Let's curl that left toes under and lift your right leg high. Breathing in, pressing your left heel down to the mat, right leg high, your left heel high. And then exhale, release. And let's bring both feet onto the mat and extend. Moving forward, look between your hands. We're stepping the right leg back. Lower the back foot flat for warrior one. Take an inhale, reaching forward, arms forward, and then up. And if you feel palms facing, you want a little back bend, palms can touch. And then plaster your spine to the sky. As we breathe out, release your hands to the mat. And then let's step that right foot back. And then come into all the way to the mat. This time, release all 10 toes. Release your palms, clasp your hands behind your back for a chest expansion. So let's press all 10 toes, upper body. Chest extension and release. 2 more, roll the shoulders back. Let the head follow the spine as you lift your chest, your chin towards your chest, off the mat. Release both hands to the mat. Breathing in, exhale. Peel yourself off the mat into your plank. You want to feel like you want a little more work in the tricep. Bend the elbows back, dip, exhale. Downward facing dog. Again, we can paddle the feet. Take a breath in. Press your hands toward, feet toward the mat. Take a breath in. Let's repeat. Let's extend the left leg on to the sky. Feel that lift into your left side. Look between your thumbs. Exhale, stepping the left foot there. Turn the back foot flat, warrior one. Second side. Lifting the heart center. Again, palms can touch. And then breathing out. Hands back to the mat. Step left foot back. Move into chaturanga. Or knees on the floor off. And then tops of the feet to the mat. Upward facing dog. Breathing out. Again, if you want to dip. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Again, we can come to child's pose for 2 breaths. Or we can stay into downward facing dog to lengthen the spine, stretching, working all the muscle groups in the body. Let's step down on the left foot. We all meet as a group from downward facing dog, and then one-legged down dog. Move into our core work a little more. We're gonna roll them forward, shoulders under the knees, and we can touch the knee toward the nose, or the knee toward the nose. Inhale, lift it up. Again, we can modify, bring that knee off, and come into bird of paradise, or stay high. Either way, 2 more times. Exhale, full sail in, core work, with the knees off the floor, a little more challenge. And then exhale, coming forward, shoulder over the wrist. 1 more time, take an inhale, lifting. Let's bring our rib cage toward our thigh, and then exhale, coming forward. And we're gonna step the back, front foot. Coming into a high lunge, low lunge. And we're gonna start working this hamstring in the first front hamstring. So we're gonna breathe in, lengthen the spine, and feel that stretch from that back left heel all the way to the top of the head. From here, we're gonna extend the front knee like a pyramid stretch, folding forward. Notice the back heel doesn't have to touch the mat. Relax your shoulder, come back. Let's repeat that flow 3 more times. Inhale, extend. You feel that stretch in that left right hamstring, coming forward. 1 more time. Maybe lift the heel Lift the foot and press the weight on the heel, her front foot, and then coming forward. Take a breath here, take a breath in, lengthen the spine, and as exhale, palms flat, step that back foot, front foot back. From here, we can go into a one-legged plank or two. Take a breath in, and exhale, bend the elbows close to the ribs. Chaturanga, tops of the feet to the mat, upward facing dog. And as we exhale, you can take a push-up or not before we meet to downward facing dog, our child's pose. Take a moment here, find a deeper breath. From here, we can meet in downward facing dog as a group. Breathe in, feel that lift, the sit bones reaching up toward the sky. And then exhale, pressing your right foot, weight onto your right foot and lift the left leg high. Breathe in, core, back with the nose toward the knee, or no knee on the mat, and vertical paradise. Coming forward, coming back. Again, if you want to go vertical paradise, and exhale here. Or downward, one-legged down dog. One more time. Exhale, pull it in. Come onto that back tippy toes and lift your belly, pull your belly in, and then coming back. One more time to that stretch, opening up the hip. Look between your hands. As we exhale, bend the knee, lightly step that foot forward. Going back into the hamstring stretch, take a breath in, feel that lift, and then exhale. Front knee extend. Repeat the flow 3 more times. In a big stretch, and then exhale. And that right hip. Coming back 2. And one more time. Relax your shoulders. And let's step the back foot to meet the front and take a forward fold. From here, we're going to press down on all 4 corners of your feet. We're going to come into extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your mind. Find your deeper breath. Feeling the heartbeat. Soften your knees. Let's inhale, reach your arms up. And as we exhale, we're swan diving. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Step 1 foot back at a time, coming back into that downward facing dog for another round of core. Breathe in, pressing your palms down, lift the sit bones, making sure the knees very soft. Step down onto your left foot, reaching your right leg high. We open in the hips, keep the shoulders square. We're stacking the top leg underneath the bottom hip. And if you can, look over your left shoulder. If it's comfortable for your neck, or stay the energy and look down towards your feet. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Exhale. Relax. Sink down your ribs towards your thighs a little more. On the next inhale, extend that right leg high. Look between your thumb. We're stepping the back foot there. Take a breath in. And then inhale, we're going to come into a high crescent lunge. Tuck your tail, soften the knee, relax your shoulders, and as we inhale, extend the back knee. Holding here, want to move into a lunge, a deeper lunge than the front knee. Good. For 3 more breaths. We can hold the stretch, or we can move with the rhythm of our breath, bending and extending the knee. 1 more. Inner thighs engaged, squeezing those, not all that energy in between your thighs. Let's release your hands for a standing split. Spread your front toes, coming up, your back leg is going to come forward until you're forward fold. As we inhale, bend your right knee in, left knee in towards your chest, and then extend back into your core stretch. Now we can come all the way into stay holding into your standing splits, or one more breath, bend the left knee, extend. Release your feet, take a breath in, fold forward, shake your head no, relax your shoulders, spread the toes wide, reverse the swan dive. Coming up, in the mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, and a cleansing breath out. As you breathe in, release from and go into your standing mountain pose. Exhale, come into your swan dive. Good. Let's take one foot back, then the other. Coming into your chaturanga, coming forward, toes onto your tippy toes, shoulders over the fingertips, bend the elbows, spread the ribs, holding here if you want, or always your belly to the mat, upward, facing, a little bit more work. And if you want, move it into a little plank dip. Back into downward facing dog or child's pose for a few breaths. You can paddle one foot down and the other. Let's press down into your right foot. Extend your back leg. Again, you're going to stack the left hip underneath the right. Look over your right shoulder. Keep your shoulders square to the mat. Breathe. Next breath in, extend the top. Hip up, leg reaching. And then exhale, coming forward. Step in the front. Then have a high lunge pose. Low lunge, take a breath in. And then bend the back knee, coming into a high lunge. On the next breath in, extend that right knee, relax your shoulders. Holding here for 5 breaths. And extend, spread your front toes. Press all equal weight there on that front foot. Extend and bend the knee. Squeeze those inner thighs toward the midline. 2 more cleansing breaths just like that. Either we're moving or we're holding and breathing. One more time. And reach your fingertips toward the mat. Let's step the back foot in. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale. We're going to take our peace finger, hook the thumb, toe, and then bend the elbows toward the outside side of the mat. And then we can hinge a little bit more. Bend the knees a lot. So if you hear any issues, feel any issues in your low back or your hamstrings. Make sure your spine is neutral. Let's come forward, lift forward, then exhale. Maybe go a little deeper into a stretch. Release, bring elbow, inner feet together. Take a chair pose. Feel the weight in the heels and come up. Bend the elbows, and then you come. Moving, bending in the elbows and extending. Each time you breathe in or out. Let's hold here. Feel your quads engaged. Go a little deeper if you can. And then exhale, come into that forward fold. Shake your head no, nodded yes. Reverse the swan dive, press down and off. Lift your feet. And come all the way up. And lengthen both sides of your body, of your spine. And bring that energy down to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the rhythm of the heartbeat. Breathing. Slowing the breath down. Take a few deep breaths in. And then exhale, release the tension. letting go. Anything that don't concern you at this moment. One more breath in. And then exhale, release your hands. Let's reach up. And then exhale, let's swan dive. Inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, fold. Let's step that right leg back. Then the left. Preparing for chaturanga. Exhale, halfway. Tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale. Oxygen press forward and between the arms. And let's come to the top of the feet. You want to go into a deep, another dip. That's fine. Coming back here into downward facing dog. With a stretch, with a lift. Look between your hands. And let's step that right leg up one more time to the sky. And then we go to one-legged down dog. Step that right foot between. Turn the back foot flat. And let's windmill and come into our warrior two. So we're going to sink down. We want to just sink a little bit, making sure the heel's in line with the back arch, front heel, and then sink it a little low. Move into a side angle pose. Make sure that front knee is tracking toward the third toe. You can bend the elbows, rest it on your thigh, or through here. Reach your fingertip. Or, as we know, we can go a little bit deeper, bringing the hand inside or outside that front thigh, bone to bone. You want to go a little deeper? You can bring the hand, that top hand behind that inner thigh. And then you can save the energy in your neck, looking down at your front toes. One more breath here. In. And then breathing out completely. Wherever we are, if we're going to come with our hands on our forearm, hands on the mat, on your thigh, we come and lead that into warrior two. We're going to reverse the warrior, release. Now that hand onto your thigh, and you're going to feel that stretch. Breathe into your left side intercostal muscles, right side intercostal muscles. And when you go a little deeper, you can bend the front knee. And then come back. From here, let's turn our front toe to me, facing the camera, facing each other. We're going to come into some twists here. In Pilates, we do what they call saw, most of the time sitting onto our sit bones. From here, we're going to inhale, reaching your fingertips, squeeze the inner thighs together, and then exhale, we're going to hinge. Only where the spine and the hips are natural in one plane. From here, we inhale, exhale, we're taking the left hand, you can reach towards your right toes, and reaching your top arm up, and then inhale, we come back to center. So we're rotating and twisting around our waist. Exhale, twist to the up, back to the right. And come back. Make sure you soften under your knees. We don't want to hyperextend them. Come back. Let's do 3 more sets. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. You can look up at the thumb if that's okay for that neck. And then exhale, twist over. To the right. Back to center. Exhale to the left. Back to center, reaching to center. Then we're going to have our headlights reaching forward, our sit bones, tail lights reaching back. Exhale, bend the hands down to your mat. And the weight is across the balls of the feet. And we hinge from our hips. You might just use your blocks. You can bring your forehead on the mat. And breathe. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, we can sink down a little bit lower if that's surgery for today. And as we breathe in, come onto your fingertip, lengthen the spine, look forward. Looking over to your right shoulder, we're going to come into that nice lunge position. and come back. High crescent lunge. Tuck your tailbone under, pull the navel in, breathe. And as we breathe out, palms down to the mat, step back, one-legged down dog. And as we breathe out, we come forward, tuck your toes, inhale, go back up. One more time, you can take your breaks, always available, and child's pose. One more time, finding that one-legged plank or two with one foot. If you want to go a little here, tops of the feet to the mat, knees off the floor, upward facing dog, or we can go low Cobra pose, and then tops of the feet. And if you want to take a dip, and exhale, downward facing dog, our child's pose. Spread your fingers wide. You can go into child's pose before we do the other side. Find your deeper breath. Where we are, we're going to come back. And we're going to repeat that on the second side. Inhale. Exhale. Working all 7 groups, muscle groups in our back, our legs, our arms. Inhale, let's lift your left foot and extend that left leg. And as we exhale, we're going to come into like that 3-core plank and then step the front foot forward. You can lower the back knee to the mat, move it into the warrior 2, and I'm going to switch and come to the end of my mat. You can stay there so I don't face behind you. So from here, turn the back foot flat, and then we're going to windmill the hand to come all the way back up. Let's settle into this warrior 2 with the left foot forward. So we have the back edge of that back leg foot. That back heel is resting, our shoulders are relaxing. Take a deep breath in. And you're going to reach your fingertips toward the upper side of the mat and exhale, sink. From here, your side angle, you can have the forearm on the mat, reach the arm here, we can come there. And if your fingertip is on the mat, that's fine. But make sure you don't want to bring round your spine to come forward. If you want to do that, you've got to open the heart center. So you're pressing your forearm, your inner bottom forearm, your inner thigh. From here, we're going to reverse the warrior. We're going to extend the spine and come up, and then exhale. We want to go sink a little deeper. Come back to warrior 2. Palms pressing down. Spine is long, hips are square. Always a little adjustments to do. And from here, take a breath in, exhale, sink. From here, let's extend the front knee, and we're going to go in. Toes pointing forward. Let's breathe in, reach your arms up. And then exhale with our saw. Again, we switch and turn to the left. We can go here, you can go on the outside edge, maybe your spine saying, yeah, I'm warmed up. And then come back to center. And exhale. To the right. Okay, you need 5 more sets. Take your time, moving with your pace. You don't have to go so far down. There's nothing special about coming toward the floor. If your spine and your back allow you to do that, be my guest if you want to go deeper. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Again, save the energy in your neck, looking down at your front right toe, switching over. And then one more time on each side. Come back to center. And then reach. Switch, switch. Perfect. Come back to center. Let's bring our palms there. Again, if you want to go a little deeper, some people want to do an inversion. I'm not going to try that this morning, or some people want to go into crow. From here. So wherever you are, it's fine, just as long as you're safe, careful and safe. Then we're gonna come back up and extend the spine. And if you want to toe heel your feet, soften the knees, hands to your hips, and then come all the way up. Let's turn to the front edge of our mat and start working the glutes a little bit more. Standing pose. Inhale, reach up. A little bit more Pilates involved. So we can bring our arms like we're hugging a tree. Our knees are soft. And step down to the left foot and extend your right leg back. And we're going to lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can hold here. And if you need support, go to the wall, use a chair, or warrior 3 with the arms extended. Notice my front foot to my top foot, pressing down. So I'm hugging my muscles to the bone so I can feel that balance. Breathe. Warrior 3. Exhale for that split one more time. Go into deeper than before. As we inhale, lifting the leg up. Let's inhale, come halfway. You can use your block. And then we're going to lower the back foot into the mat. Breathing into that lunge position. Breathing out, let's lower the foot down. We're going to do a twisting from here. You can have the tops of the feet on the mat or off. From here, we're going to keep your right hand to the mat. Extend your left leg. And the left hip is going back. And we're going to go into a deep stretch. Reaching back. Twist. Reaching your left arm up. And see if you can twist the spine and look up towards the sky. Again, saving the energy in your neck. Looking at your right fingertips. Breathe. We're going to go a little bit more. Feeling a nice quadricep stretch. We can see if we can grab the back toes. Breathe in. And then exhale if you want to bring your forearm to the mat or use a block. So you feel that stretch and then twist your spine and look up. Your choice. Take 2 more breaths here. Again, you can have it here. Bring it here. Feel that stretch in that quad. Or release. So we're going to release the back foot. Lift the back knee. Again, 1 or 2-legged plank. Breathe in. Exhale. Arms down. Come all the way to the mat. Tops of the feet to the mat. Come into a nice, so in the hamstring stretch with the right foot back. You bring your left arm, forearm to the mat. You can go into your half bull pose. Good. Stretch your low back, upper mid back. Working on the posture. Release the hand. From here, take a breath in. We can go into downward facing dog for 2 breaths, or child's pose. Wherever you are, it's fine. Breathe in. Breathe out. From here, press down your right leg, extend your left. And then step the back foot. Step right foot in, and then the right, and then take a fold. Exhale. Moving into our standing Pilates glutes. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your deeper breath. You can look down to the tip of your nose. Take the arms forward. And reaching. Yeah, stepping your left foot back. Weight and soften your right knee. Spread the weight evenly in your right foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe ease your side, balancing on the right leg. Get the balance on the left, especially right-handed like me. and reaching. Warrior 3. Dynamic, arms here. I like to point my toes up, top toe foot, toes down toward the mat to feel balance. You feel a nice length in your neck, the back of the neck. Breathe. For the standing split, we breathe in, reach the leg, only hip height. Soften the knees, exhale, fingertips toward the mat, and take a fold. Breathe. We always want to feel our breath and breathing while we're practicing, doing our practice. Giving us that energy. And then from here, we're going to step that top leg, lower the bottom foot all the way to the mat. Breathe in. Right hip back, left hip forward, relax the shoulder, and let's release the knee to the mat. For a twist, left hand to the mat, you're going to uncurl your toes, reach your right arm up, exhale, twist. Zigzag here, we go a little bit deeper by reaching for the back toes. All right, lean slightly forward. And exhale, twist. Oh, feel that good stretch in those quads. Breathe. And maybe as you exhale, you can twist a little bit more with your spine. Release the toe gently back into the twist. Release here. From here, step right foot back and take your child's pose. From here, we're going to move into Dolphin Pose. We're on our forearms. Maybe you want to grab both elbows. Try not to move your form. It's a challenging pose. Curl your toes under, and then feel the weight. Maybe you can bring your feet closer toward your nose. Breathe. When we breathe in, we bring your toes back and lengthen the spine. Check it in. You don't want to have your belly toward the mat too far. You align low back pressure. Then don't want to have it too up. Just feeling from the hips to the glutes all the way down to the heels. Crossing from the hips to the top of the crown of the head. Breathe. One more maybe. Dolphin pose. This is a very good variation pose to do if you have any issues with your wrists and downward facing dog. Breathe. Working those arms. Come back. And release. Move into our sideline work for Pilates. Let's come to the side of our mat. And we can have the forearm, wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder bone in one line. You can have a hand on top of your head. You're going to lift and lower into the side plank. We're going to lift our hips off the floor for possibly 8 or how many you can do today. So let's breathe in. If you have your head here, hand behind your head a little bit more, and then up and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good work, everyone. Fine. Hold here. Hit me with the top of the over the head. One straight line of energy. And slowly release. From here, we're going to take our feet to the bottom right corner of the mat. Stacking the hips. You can have your hand here, a little bit lower this time. Give the arm a break. Take a hand, take a breath in, and let's lift the leg up. Point the toe, flex to come back down. So we're working the lower body. So the inner thighs engage. Lift the leg up for 3 more. 2, 1. Let's start with the passe and then close. Lift up, passe. Here's the little toe toward the knee, and then heels together. 3 more, just like that. 2, 1. Okay, let's try some circles. So we're going to take the leg forward, back, underneath so half circles. So come forward, flex a bit, go around for 2, heels touch. So half circle, forward, 2 more. And I feel it right here in this side of the oblique. And then 1. Let's go full circle. 1, 2, little circle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the hips. 7, 8. Stack. Now from here, we're going to go with the top leg here. We keep the top leg at this length. And then we can lift the bottom foot to meet the bottom leg to meet the inner top foot. 3, a little more challenge. 4, try to stay still. 5, 6, the hip stack. 7, 8. Great. Let's release. Let me rub that hip off if you need. And we'll take that on the other side. Twist over. Stacking the hips. We go to the side plank, hands behind. I would like to flex the foot and go up and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Hold here at the top for 1 deep breath in. And a cleansing breath out. Perfect. Let's bring the feet diagonal a little bit. And then we're going to take a circle, half circle. No, actually up and down. I'm sorry. Go up and down. You can bring your hands there. 1, 2, hands behind your head. 3, 4. If you really want to work and feel the engagement of your abdominals pulling in towards your spine. 1 more. Maybe a little Miles House behind, underneath your low rib cage. And then we go half circle. So we go forward, take it to the side and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's imagine that you're swimming in some deep water. So you want to feel some resistance. You're feeling the muscles engaging on your leg. Now from here, we take little circles. We go 1, we're going to go 8 in 2 ways, both directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 more time. We're going to lift the top leg up. 1 more set and release. So we exhale, pull those inner thighs like a magnet together and lower. Here's 2, 3, squeeze, 4. A little bit shaky if you don't have your hand on the mat. 2 more. And then 1. Great work. Hold here, breathe, and release. Maybe rubbing that hip out. Let's come out to our back. Just turn facing our spine. Using the block. If you don't have one, that's fine. We're going to take this block. We're going to take our foot. So on the right foot, we're going to press down onto that block with the right foot. Spread your shoulders. You can have your arms, let's start with our arms down on our mat. Feeling the bones and the shoulders spread wide. Collarbone. Inhale, exhale, we're going to come up. 1. We just test the water for 4. 2. You can stay here. And we do the remaining exercise with the left foot on the mat. But if you feel like you're okay with that right hamstring, maybe you can lift the leg up and lower for another set of 6. 5. Yes, you can have that left foot on the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here at the top. And we're going to go up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here, breathe, and here. If you want to challenge, lower one bone at a time with your hand on the mat or off. Let's grab behind your left thigh. Bring that knee in for scissors. Extend your right leg, tuck your chin, take a breath in, curl the head. So that little tangerine underneath the chin. And as we breathe out, we twist. 1, breathe in, 2. Scissors. 3. If there's too much pressure in your neck, go here. 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. And let's release. Bring both legs up. Release your head. Take a break. Side to side. Let's do the other side. Again, we're going to modify. We want. Again, stretch your collarbone wide. Move back the bones on the mat. Spread the fingers. And we can go up and down. All the ways here are a little bit more tabletop with the right leg floating, the right knee and the right ankle in line. The left foot is pressing onto the mat. 2 more. And 1. Hold here. Again. And pulse. 1, 2. Reach your toes up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold here for 1 deep breath. Cleansing breath in. And exhale through your nose. Release your hips to the floor. This time we take our hands behind our head, elbows wide, and we're going to cross over. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate, and twist. Inhale, exhale, rotate, and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. Let's turn our head to the side and bring our knees into our chest, and we can just rock side to side. It will release to your low back, your abdominals. Let's move on. Let's grab the block. We're going to be doing a double leg stretch. We're going to have the block. We're going to have our feet in tabletop. The block is in our hand. Legs are together. And what we're going to do, we're going to stretch. This is our level 1. If we want to just take it easy today. Some days we can, but we're going to try to balance. As we take an inhale, the next time you extend, next exhale, we can have the block in our hand. We're going to hold here. But if you want to take a little balance, making sure turn to the left, let the block fall with our double leg stretch, we can extend. And then exhale, round pop. You can have your head there. And if you reach your arms overhead, make sure you keep the rib cage closed, not arching your back. Let's finish this with 5 more times. Either way, exhale, we can here, we can take it here, we can lower the head, or we can extend it back. A little bit more challenge. Wherever you are, it's fine. Here. And if the palms fall, we can just bring it back on our shins. Just give me one more time. And release. Release your feet. before we do the next exercise. The next exercise is teaser. And the teaser flow, we could use the block. We can modify. We go here, we can inhale, we take our arms overhead, and we can just cut here. And bring the block here with our knees bent. And if we come down on the mat, we can bring our head, arms back to the mat. We can try some with our arms, with our legs extended. Ooh. And then to our V seat. And then inhale here, and exhale more all the way to the mat. Either way, and we can try two more. If not, we'll just start the next exercise together. And take a break and stretch over, hands overhead. Inhale, right, into your strong Pilates V-sit. And then grab the block, reach, and extend. A very challenging move. One more time, either way you want to go. You can modify here, halfway, and extend. And then release. Block. Take a breath in. Let's bring the block here. We're going to wind it down a little bit more. Let's do our Pilates Hundreds with our core. Now, maybe we can start the class with the hundreds, or we can end the class toward the end with the hundreds. And just to get the breath into the rib cage, a little more dynamic. Take an inhale, and you can lift the head. You can bring your hands behind one hand, and we're going to paddle in just from the shoulders, pressing down with the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. You can move the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 40. In. Try not to move the neck. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. With the in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 60. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Be cautious. The lower you put your leg to the mat, the more you feel it in your lower abdomen. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Let's breathe in here, hold. And then exhale. Let's breathe in behind your thighs. And let's shake our head side to side. Just move our head side to side. Breath in. Reach your top arm overhead. And the bottom arm. Just take your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands back on your thighs. Let's grab behind one leg. And then take an inhale. We're going to hover and come here. So we're going to go and lift and lower that left leg. So knee in, right knee in towards your chest. We go up, exhale, lower. 2, 3, you want to try this. 4, 5. So we're stabilizing the left side of the body. 6, 7, 2, and 8. Both legs up. Lower lip. 1, 2. The issue in your back, stop. Stop. No pain. No pain in your low back. Here's 4, 5. This is lower lip. 6, 7. Hang in there. 8. Release. Take a break. Maybe you can take your arms by your side. Open your legs and just go side to side, crisscross. And then you look up to the ceiling. Make sure you got your shoulders anchored. Or you can turn and look over the opposite way that your knees are flowing. Let's do 2 more. One. And we come back to center. Arms by our sides. Take a deep breath in. And let it out through your mouth. Get connect. Get rooted. Shoulders pressing down. And again. Tabletop. Left leg. And then right leg. And then grab behind your thigh. Take a breath in. Tuck your chin. Come on. Your hands behind your head, and then lower lip. Right leg, moving up and down. Here's 3. Stabilize the left side. 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8. Lower lip. 1, feel the bird. 2, exhale up. Inhale down. 3, almost there. 4, 5, 6, look at your thighs. 7, 1 more. 8, lift it up, leg up, leg up. And then exhale, release. Knees in towards your chest. And go side to side. Let's be gentle to our spine. Massage it, and we can go a little out and then in. And then go the other way. And then let's stretch both legs long. And from our toes through our fingertips, we're going to really extend the spine. We're going to come up to our Pilates, coming all the way up to our Pilates. Moving into our, coming back and down. Put a scoop the abdominals and come all the way back down. So rolling up and rolling down. Tuck your chin, take a breath in, come on your side. See if we can keep our legs on the mat. We don't want to jerk our upper body. Maybe we can bend the knees and then scoop. Bring your spine all the way to the mat. Again, reaching your arms overhead. Don't be moving apart your spine. We don't want to pop the rib cage. Again, up. Reaching long in your spine and then scoop and come back down. And we change it up a little bit more when we reach, come up to the top into the sit, and we then get the neck pull. We have our hands in front, tuck our chin toward our chest, and we can go here if we want to come, like a half roll back and come back up. But if we want to go all the way, if we become kind of like putting on the mat, we can scoop, and we are reaching and pressing those, squeezing the muscles around the bones, hugging the muscles around the bones, and then feeling that heels rooted down toward the mat. Coming up, it could be a challenge. And again, we don't want to jerk our neck. If we can come here, that's fine. We get the upper ribs. Take a breath in, use your breath. Whew. That's the exhale. And then inhale, stack your spine all the way up. And then we kind of lean back. Look at the creases where the ceiling is and the wall. And then scoop, come back down. Again, try to take your time. Don't force it to come up. You don't have to use your hands. You can bring your hands here to come back up and then into our roll up and roll down the normal way. And we'll meet up at the top. Inhale here, exhale. Whew. Fold forward, to your spine forward, and then stacking the spine. Lifting up. Good work. From here, we're going to come into our mermaid. Modifying if we want, or you can stack here. You've probably done that before. Today I'll go into the modified way. I'm going to feel the hip, that right hip. If the left foot is in front, or vice versa, you want to feel that bottom hip pressing, rooting into the back. So we're going to try placing their left hand there, no, right hand there. And we're going to just cross over this side first. Not much of a range for me, but if it is for you, by all means, go deeper. Notice the right hip, as you reach in your left arm forward, that right hip is planted to the mat. But if you go the other way, plant your left hand, take a breath in, exhale, and come onto your forearm. You want to root that right hip as you extend. Put in that good stretch all to the side of the right. Breathe into the right side of your intercostal muscle. And inhale, come back up. Let's try one more on each side. So your right ear underneath the right shoulder, reach and lengthen your left fingertips toward the right. Come back to maybe a T shape with the arms, pressing your left palm down, maybe bend into that left form, and then feel that stretch. Maybe head up to the sky, offer your heart to the ceiling, and breathe. No pressure on the neck. Come back to the other side. And then we're switching over. Let's get situated here. Root in, sit bones. Take a breath in. And let's start with that right hand off the mat. And we're gonna over toward the left. And the left hips are seeking toward your mat. And breathe into all the right intercostal muscles. On the next breath out, release the right hand, take a breath in, and then exhale. Extend your left arm over toward the right this time. And one more on each side. Seesawing the arms side to side. And come back to the other side. Great work, great effort that you're here today. Being grateful that we can move our body and we can make to end our journey on our backs. And if you want, we can do a roll back, take a breath in, and exhale. We're gonna scoop. Lower one down, inhale, exhale, lower one long down. Relax the shoulders, inhale. Lower one sequence of your vertebrae onto the mat. And if we can, keep the feet connected as you roll your whole spine down. And releasing into this letting go moment, letting go all your effort. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, scanning from the crown of your head to your toes. If you feel like you need to do a little bit more stretching, by all means do so. But right now, if you want to just surrender and let go, let's close our eyes and just completely allow our breath just to breathe naturally and just surrender. So we integrated all the benefits of our movements today. Let's start wiggling our toes and our fingers. And if you have more time, if you want to stay a little bit more, by all means do so. But otherwise, we're just going to move our fingers and let's take our thumb and move it across each finger, feel it and touch. Maybe make some circles with the ankles. And take it around the other way. We're going to gather that energy. Make a face, make a frown, and come up into your happy sit. And then say, surrender, let it go. And one more time. Make a face, make a frown. And then just let go, and relax. And then bring one knee into our chest, and then the other one. And we can roll to one side. You can hang here for a few moments. A little infant. And then from here we can use the strength of our arms. come into it. Whatever position you want to work with your legs, you can go into your crisscross applesauce. Your legs are into your little seat. But the main thing, you're gonna root your spine, sit up nice and tall. Just reach your palms together. Your fingertips can come up towards the ceiling. Again, the core is strong. Bend the elbows, tap this. And then you inhale, reach it up again. One more time. Root the spine. And then exhale, we're going to twist over. Left hand to the right knee. And look over the shoulder. And as we inhale, we turn our head to center and reach up. And then exhale to the other side. And that one, good stretch in that waistline. And then come back to center. And let's draw our hands to our heart center. Thumb to our heart. Fingers spread wide like a flame of fire in front of our hearts. And let's bow our heads to our hearts and hearts. The light in me, see the light in you. And thank you for practicing this infused Pilates yoga today. Namaste. Have a great day.